What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Accrington-Stanley career mode on Legendary. As I said last week, we start the season in this episode. First game is against Exeter City away from home. I don't really know that much about the League 2 team, so I can't really comment on their team at all. But I think my team is looking good. I've definitely chosen the best team apart from Beatty there. Great, he's not the paciest of players, the guy I'm swapping out here. I'm swapping Beatty for, but he's got some good strength. He can muscle players off the ball. He's got alright until I get a decent striker, my main transfer target really. I'll start the game here. I was trying to get some good passing going really. We get a corner, cross it in with Bocco, good left winger. It's headed by NCL and it's a mistake there, but NCL will get on that. It's lucky, but I'd take that. I mean, when you're on Legendary, you need any luck that you can get, and I'll always take that, really. It's an alright header. Oh, it would have been cleared had that. I mean, that's not because they're in League 2, that's because of FIFA, really, that happened, but oh well, like I said, I'll take it. Going to the next clip, some good passing from Little to Barnett, and struck it just inside the box. Keeper, too hot to handle for the keeper, and Barnett puts that away. Barnett, I think, I believe, is another player I've transfer listed. He's quite good, but I think he's easily replaceable. He's a central midfielder. I have quite a few central midfielders, and I'll probably try and buy that Pedro Azogu, the central defensive midfielder, and he will be a good replacement, I think, because I do hope to sell Barnett. He's worth quite a lot of money, and he's not really that good. I was hoping to try and keep it 2-0. I mean, that would have been a really successful first game. As you can see here, I thought they were going to shoot, but they sweat it across to O'Flynn, and it's an easy goal, really. It's a really easy goal. Should have defended better. I try and get some passing going here. And straight away, as you can see, I get straight into their faces. I think that's the best thing to do. That's definitely the best thing to do when you concede a goal. Best thing to do, and I run through. No, I don't. They try and clear it, and it's to Bocco. Gets it corner his feet, but manages just to scoop it away, and just puts it past. As you can see, I do go defensive there. I wanted to keep the lead. I was hoping I wouldn't have to put that by in, but as you can see, just as I changed it, Bocco scores. So gonna have to, really. It won't be like last episode where I get the scores confused. I thought 3-1 was a really good score. I really did not want them to score, because that would have, especially at this time, it would have gone right back into the game, and they do. 71st minute, Cureton, and they get right back into the game, and as you can tell, that sets up a really tense 19-20 minutes, really. And 85th minute here, I try and clear. I should have just launched it, but I didn't. I try and pass it out, play it out like Barcelona. I should really remember I'm Accrington-Stanley here, but I cross it in, and they just miss, and that I was so nervous there, because I really wanted the win. First game, really wanted the win. I pass it out again. I should have launched it, but I always panic there. They always run at me. It's another great save. And Little gets it. I should have launched it again there. Another chance to launch it, but no, they pass it. Incredible pass. And 89th minute. I mean, 2 times I had the lead. Twice I had a 2-goal lead, sorry. I mean, you just can't do that. If I want to get promoted, I cannot be doing that anymore. And I try and attack, but it just, with 1 minute of added time, they managed to hoof it up. That's game over, and I get through. I thought I was through here. Oh, and they clear it. And I was hoping to get one last attack, but no, game over. I mean, 3-3. It's not the worst start to a season, but certainly not the best. And we go into our messages, and Chelsea refused my offer. Pearson refused my offer, actually. It's pretty annoying, really, because he claims, and he's done it in other career modes, he's claimed that he plays in a much more prestigious league when he doesn't really play. I mean, he plays for the reserve, so It's hardly anything prestigious. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't rather be playing first team football, but it's FIFA, hey ho. We simmed the Capital One Cup game because I don't want to play it. Like I said last episode, I don't want to play. I don't want to concentrate on the cup games. I'd rather get knocked out. I mean, a cup run would be great from just simming games. And if I get to the quarter final, then I probably would play them. It's going to say second minute. Revel, I believe, scores. Then Bocco scores. 27th. And at that point, I mean, I always want to win all the games, but when it's the cup game, I'm never going to sim a league game. But the cup games, I'd like to win. I'd like to win every game, but I can't really. And 90th minute, they win. Substitute Agard comes on and scores for Rotherham. They win the game. As you can see, our contract offer is declined again from Pearson. So I decided to change some of my budget allocations so I can give him a bit more money because he is the main transfer target, obviously. I mean, there's no one else that I really want to sign. I'm offering them 410k, so that was the closest I could get. And I went to give him another offer. I doubled his wages really, but I mean I think I'm gonna have to offer him a lot more if I want him to come. He's quite a hard player to negotiate with when you have when he's such a low down team, because he obviously thinks he's in a much more prestigious league when he doesn't play, which really annoys me. So I really want to sign players like that, and the first season is always the hardest, I think, because you just got to use that same team, the same team that you're given at the very start. So it's pretty hard. As you can see, I go into the second game against Dagenham. I thought I had to win this because when you first get into draw, the second game has to be a win. Really, I mean, I changed some of the team around. I put Mingola in there. I believe he's on loan from Watford. When I have loaned players, I don't like to play them that much because I don't want to start relying on them, especially when I wasn't actually the one that loaned them in. I don't like to start relying on them because I know that usually they'll leave at the end of the season, but when you're a lower down team, they'll just leave randomly, so you can't really rely on them because you never know when they're going to leave. So that's pretty weird. But as you can see, we're going to this, and it's a cross, but it's a good save. I always try and get some good passing going when I play on Legendary because it's so hard. I mean, that's the big thing that computer have against you. They can pass the ball so well and so fluently, whatever team they are, whether they're Barcelona or Dagenham. But yeah, I think it is really hard. As you can see here, I cut back inside. I cut away from goal again to try and trick the defender, and I shoot. And how didn't that go in? I still do not know how that didn't go in. I mean, this is a League 2 keeper we're talking about here, like 64 overall at the very most. I just don't know how he managed to do that sort of save. Like at I think this is at halftime. It's probably, I think it's after halftime, and so I really wanted to win, so I changed up my whole attack really. Brought on Linfield and Chippendale, and I swapped because I really don't have any other good strikers available other than Gray, so that's why I really have to sign to one like Pearson. And hopefully when I can sign him, I'll stop going on about him in like all the time, because he is obviously the main transfer target. 84th minute here, and I was pushing here all out attack. I was all out attack since the 70th minute, I believe, because I just really wanted to win. As you can see, Gray. He's actually quite a good player, and he gets pushed off the ball, but he gets back on it and he slots it under the keeper, and I was so happy at this point because I really wanted this win, and I did. Well, I went ahead. No spoilers or anything, but I went ahead 1-0, and I had that burst of excitement where you score, then you think, yes, I can do this. Then suddenly at this point, you're like, I'm gonna have to defend this. So I did. The fact that I drew through all the other games, such a late goal, it sort of probably made me better at defending. Because now I don't slacken off at the end. I'll just launch it up no matter what now. So that's probably the best option. I mean, passing it around when it's that late is never good. And as you can see here, we do win, thanks to a great goal in the 87th minute. and that was a huge win for me, really. I think I didn't show it, but Piazon did reject our other transfer offer, so I had to go through and transfer list quite a few more players. As you can see, loads of them say it recently joined the club, and that's really annoying. It's a few players, but I decided to transfer list like Hatfield, because I'll never play him, and just a few more players just to get a little bit more money. And going to the final game of the episode against Burton Albion. And they have a striker called Zola, who is an absolute beast. He's so good. He can just muscle all your players off the ball, especially when you don't have the strongest of defenders. Zola can see him in the left strike there. He is so good. We start the game off quite well there. 6th minute, cutting back inside, just like the other goal, and Gray shoots and he scores. He's never going to miss from there. 7th minute, 1-0. And Gray's actually becoming quite an influential player so far in the career mode. Hopefully, if we do bring in another striker, he will play on the bench. He will play on the bench and be a bit of a super sub, because he is good. I mean, I think his stats suggest he's a lot worse than he actually is, because I believe he's like a 53 overall, and he's so good. Here's Zola here. I mean, you can't really see his strength there, but he rounds my keeper. I shouldn't really have brought my keeper out there. And just almost straight after, 13th minute, they go through and they put it in. And I was angry at myself bringing out my keeper there, because it wasn't really necessary. They're always going to score from there. If they can just take around the keeper, it's an empty net. And the 25th minute, here's Zola again, muscling them off the ball. I can't get there, and he puts it in. I mean, that is a prime example of his strength. Like, he starts behind, he has such good ball control. I try and get in front, and without him looking like he's even trying, he just pushes me away. So I was getting annoyed at that. I mean, I'd like to sign him, but he seems like he's one of them players. And there you go, that's 3-1. And I think once you go a goal down on this now, it's so hard to get back into the game. That's why you got to start off really well. I change it up again. I believe I do the same thing as I did last time. I even changed formation to 4-2-4, I believe, because I think that's one of the best formations to change to when you really need a goal. I spent quite a while looking through them. I was doing all my tactics, thinking, how can I get back into this game? I'm already 2 goals behind. This is just going to be an uphill struggle, but I do eventually settle on 4-2-4. As you can see there, looking at it, and I thought, yes, I'm going to choose that, because I think I usually play 4-3-3, and 4-2-4, it fits so well. It's just a more attacking version of my formation, really. It's got an extra striker up there. And I was pushing, but as you can see, they had the better chances. Even though I was ultra attacking, they still dictated the play, and I was lucky there not to be completely out of the game. And I was trying so hard to get back into the game, like passing it around, but there's just no way through. They have 5 players behind the ball right now, 5 of 10 outfield players, and they're just getting more and more back. I was wasting time. I was waiting and waiting to try and get it in, try and pass. I shoot. It's just deflection. I spent so long on that attack that I had no time really, and I tried to pass it, and I try and pass it like I always do. Like, I never hoof it up and finish this 3-1. I'm going to show you the league table in this episode. As you can see, I currently sit 14th. It's not the worst position after 3 games, but I think next episode will be do or die. I have to win all 3 games if I really want to be another shot. So please like and subscribe so you can see the next video. Bye.